Hi there folks, it's your girl, Scribe Not Scribble, and today I'm trying something a little different. I've been telling this story to a few people now, but figured, hey, it's Christmas, I want to sit down and tell this properly. And what is this, may I hear you asking? This is the story about how I almost got done for crimes beyond my control, the greatest of heists, a scam so elaborate of likes one has never seen or heard of before. Lol, nah, it was actually just rocks. Okay, now before I want to go into this any further, I have to tell you about this friend I have. Let's call them Pixie. Now, Pixie is a bit of an eccentric character at best. They live up in this mountain, not far from where I live. They reckon they can see magic and they can also talk to plants. How I even met Pixie to begin with is another story, but there have been times when they've said some really bizarre out there stuff, and it's turned out to be true, so I don't know whether they just know these things or their plants actually do talk to them, but either way they're an interesting character to be around. Now, this is about the time where I first joined the Tronrocks community. And Tronrocks, in case anyone doesn't know, is this sort of game type thing, originated in the Tron, and you paint rocks and you leave them around for people to find. And if you find one out in a public place somewhere, you gotta re-hide it somewhere else. Or you can just paint your own and hide them, to make up for all the ones that get mysteriously lost or stolen. So, I've just joined this community, and of course because I'm the impulsive thing that I am, I want to start painting rocks. I want to contribute, you know? Only thing is, I'm kind of broke. I'm a starving artist over here, so it's not like I have endless amounts of money I can splash out on all this stuff. What I do have, however, is Pixie. Because Pixie lives in the mountain, and they're the sort of person they are, they happen to know the lay of the land quite well. So I think, why not ring up Pixie? See if they happen to know of any rocks lying around anywhere. So I do. And Pixie reckons that their plants they're growing are saying they've got some. And I don't know what that means, but upon further clarification, apparently the plants Pixie owns are telling Pixie they've got some rocks twined up in their roots underground. I mean, it's not like I've got anything else to do with my day, so I come on over, climb this mountain to see what Pixie's doing. So I turn up and we dig, and it turns out these plants are actually holding rocks inside their roots after all, but they're not the flat rocks I'm looking for. So I jump into the actual Tronrocks community, asking where everyone else gets their rocks from, and apparently there's a shop, and it's on the other side of the town, which I will not be naming for the safety of this video, and Pixie's all like, we should go! The thing is though, I'm still broke, and this shop is on the other side of town, and it's getting dark. I don't have any money, but all of a sudden Pixie pulls out this like massive wad of cash and is all like, I'll cover you! And I don't know how they suddenly managed to magic this wad of cash out of what seems to be thin air to me, but they're worse off than even I am. But they're adamant and I'm already there with them, so off we go. Now, I still don't know to this day where they suddenly got all this money from, but when you have a friend who's usually homeless, and they suddenly have money, you should quite probably keep an eye on them, because I turned away for 1 second to answer a phone call, and it turns out, did I mention Pixie likes to get high off strange and unusual substances? Yeah, cause if there's anything lying around, and I mean literally anything at all, getting high, intoxicated, or just outright strange seems to be Pixie's magic power. So I turn away to answer this phone call, not even what feels like 1 second, and it turns out Pixie's high and I didn't even realise. I mean, they can get either high, intoxicated or severely poisoned at the drop of a hat, and they're that sort of character that's eccentric enough as it is, so half the time I don't even know if they're sober, not sober or ever been sober in their life. And it turns out the bus we were trying to catch, they may have uploaded all the money onto their bus card in their not so sober state, and of course they didn't even tell me until we're over halfway across town, and by then it's already dark. Pixie, what the heck were you thinking? This is a disaster. I don't know what we're gonna do, but by then Pixie's wanting to go all the way across town to the lake, to go chant around mushrooms or some shiz, I don't even know, but it's dark. I'm all the way across town with an already eccentric person who I've now learned is not safe to be left alone to get up to their own hijinks. And lots of love to Pixie, darling, but some days I really do wonder how far God means to test me sometimes. So we're on this bus and we're passing where we were originally going to get off. Only I noticed I've got some rocks outside just laying around in their car park sort of thing. So I think, why not? And we just get off there to have a look around. And because we're already there, we might as well go inside the shop to have a look around, you know? So we go inside, it's late at night, and we're pretty much the only customers there. I don't have any money, Pixie doesn't have any money either, that I know of, and there's just like the select few staff workers who are hanging around at the checkout at the front of the shop. Okay, no pressure at all to buy anything. But Pixie and I continue looking, and eventually we find the rocks. There's like this big bag full of them, almost as big as me, and I just wish I had money, because it feels like Christmas in here. And I go to pick the bag up, but then it splits right down the middle, or someone sliced it open, but there's this huge noise and there's suddenly rocks everywhere. So I'm dying of embarrassment, and I can't even explain what Pixie's done, but they suddenly just like morph into this endless empty cavern, and they're shoveling rocks down themselves faster than I can even breathe. There's rocks going into their pockets, rocks down the trench coat. I'm pretty sure they're swallowing more than a few at this point. But there's rocks everywhere, cameras on the ceiling, and I'm pretty sure we're screwed because I'm not a person who steals, and I don't want to go down in history for stealing rocks of all things. I don't even know what to do at this point. Already over half the rocks have gone and disappeared into Pixie. Who even knows where they're getting stashed at this point? They've already gone and vanished. I feel like the worst person in the world. Like we're 100% gonna get caught. And I haven't even done anything. I just want to be out at this point. So we look around a bit more. I feel like we're both rattling with every step, even though I didn't pick any up at all, and I'm dying on the inside. But eventually we walk out of the store, jangling at every step. A few of the staff members sort of look at us, and we're kind of laughing over the sheer ridiculousness of it all. Probably why they're looking, actually. And we don't get caught. We actually make it out alive, unsullied, and without being taken to high court over our heinous crimes against nature and the store. Pixie reckons because the bag was already split, we could have probably just gotten them for free anyway. But I'm just hanging on to my last remaining shreds of karma that since I've never touched anything myself, I told Pixie off for swallowing over half the rocks, that maybe I won't burn in hell for all eternity over it. But that's the start of how I got involved with the Tronrock community. And for the record, I never have and never will get entangled in such any grey area since. If you want Tronrocks, pick him up off the side of the road, or get him from the nature gardens or some shiz. Or even better yet, go anywhere that's not the Tron, because the Tron has pretty much zero rocks occurring naturally, and if you get caught and go to jail for being at the wrong place at the wrong time, you will definitely regret it. So that's my story, that's my view on how I perceive things, and I hope you all enjoyed it. So until next time, bye!